home where you live with Aunt Gwenda and your cat Nina. I was released from the hospital in the morning and came right home. When I walked inside, I was greeted with a soft meow and my cat Nina brushed up against my leg. Hi, Nina. Did you miss me? I smiled and reached down, petting her affectionately, though I couldn't help but remember how Aaron would always fuss over her. Nina was a great judge of character. She adored Aaron, even before he started bringing her treats all the time. Magic cat. Aaron always loved cats so much. He loved big cats and little cats and small cats. But you're always his favorite kitty. Nina cuddled my fingers affectionately when I knelt down and picked her up. But Aaron has probably forgotten about you too. Oh, this sadness I had been trying to keep out on my mind and trying to embrace inside. I had slept very poorly, and the fatigue from the crash hadn't worn off. I lost my parents in a car accident, and now it looks like I'm going to lose the man I loved to one as well. Aunt Gwenda! I sat in the living room with Nina on my lap when Gwenda came to comfort me. Oh, Amy, what happened? She looks like a British woman to me. I briefly told her about the accident. She was overjoyed to know I was alright and I had hardly been hurt. Oh, thank God you're okay. But why didn't you call me? The doctor said I was alright and I didn't want you to worry about me. I forgot. I had been staying with my Aunt Gwenda for several years since my parents passed away when I was still young. Gwenda had taken care of me ever since. She's a kind woman and greatly appreciated. Yeah, how caring she has always been to me. However, her pension wasn't enough to fully pay for my college tuition, which is why I took a part-time job at an ice cream parlor. You can now make your first choice. Several icons will pop up showing you all the possible actions in this location. On each icon, you'll see a brief description and effects of the action. Each choice consumes at least one turn of the game day. Some motions are available only during certain periods of the day. For example, Aunt Gwenda goes to bed very early, so you won't find her hanging around at late hours. It's now noon, so a good thing to do would be to eat something, or you can just relax and read a book. Oh my god, how can you fail at talking to somebody? Fuck wasting money. I don't need to eat. Read an old book.
That could have gone better.
Oh, it could have gone better. After the first few pages, I couldn't force myself to go on. I tried to do something else. Isn't that just lovely? Lovely. Gwenda looks tired. Gwenda? Yes, my dear, what's troubling you? Let's turn the music up. It doesn't remember me at all. Where's my mouse? There it is. And then I was just able to give it up to much stress and I can forgive him more, and it's harder for him to remember. I've forgotten. Honey, I'm sure he'll remember you soon. You're the love of his life. The two of you were so close, the cutest little lovebirds in town. Did her accent change? Just these past few years that he's forgotten, though. What if he doesn't recover? Then you'll make him love you again. Wise words, wise words. Really? You think that would work? I'm so afraid that we might never be together again. We've had so many precious memories to think that he doesn't remember any of them. I couldn't help but shudder at the thought. You'll be able to do it in the absolute worst case scenario. You'll just have to start off from square one again. Even if his mind doesn't recall the memories, you two share. His heart will still love you. Not even amnesia can erase that. Oh my gosh, you are... Wow. You're right. Thank you, Lonnie. I feel a bit better now. Of course, that's what family's for.
Who's awesome? I'm awesome.
Hey, damn! I'm awesome. I've tried going to get food, but sometimes I just need to open up with someone who cares about you. Amy, I've prepared your favorite cake. Ooh, cake. Thanks, Gwenda. But I think I'll stay alone for a while and rest, okay? I didn't sleep very well at the hospital. I had too much on my mind. That's fine. Get some rest. You can eat a piece of cake tomorrow morning before you go to work. Breakfast cake. Good night, Gwenda. It was evening. I went to my bedroom with Nina in my arms and sat down at my desk. I picked up a notebook and decided to try and get my feelings under control with the most familiar way I knew how, writing about them. I picked up a pen and started to write a poem. I can't say I'm not a best fan of poems. Here, let's read this. You'll touch the warmth of your embrace, the passion of your kiss, precious times that felt ever so divine. I thought that they would never leave, but even though I can't reach you anymore, I can open my eyes to find you there. I'll always have my memories. And though they are not warm as the hands that always made me feel so safe, I know that they will never disappear as you now have. My beloved, my heart is forever yours, even if you're lost beyond where my trembling voice can reach you. Even if your memories fade or disappear into darkness, I'll never forget the precious times we faced in the world together. My beloved, for today, for tomorrow, for the days that may never return, never forget the words that once exchanged. I love you. Oh, that was determination. I was gonna say that was a deep poem, but fuck it. When I awoke that morning, I knew that I had to go to the ice cream parlor. It was Sunday, and I had a long But it's Monday. But it's Monday. It's not Sunday, it's Monday. It was Sunday, and what are you fucking talking about? I had a long shift to attend to. I considered calling out, knowing that they would understand if I explained the situation, but decided that it'd be best to go in anyway. Otherwise, everyone would start to worry about me, and I had no doubt of the news of the accident was already traveling quickly, causing me to get around this town really fast. Go to work, we're going to work. Bam! Is that a bunny? I got ready and arrived at the shop 15 minutes before the start of my shift. I hadn't wanted to dwell at home, though as soon as I walked in I knew it was too early. Oh, crap, my back. My neck. It was still early morning and there were only a few customers around. I was surprised to catch sight of the familiar face seated at one of the tables, apparently taking a break from work. Hey. Oh, man. You have long hair. I don't know if you smile a little. Lawrence. I'm thinking. Depressing, maybe? I guess. I don't know. Hey, Amy. Oh, are you alright? Oh, kinda like that last Let's Play. What was his name? I forgot. Ryu? Might be. I couldn't help but notice the genuine worry on his face expression. On his expression when he saw the bruises on my arm and legs. I appreciated his concern. Good morning, Lawrence. I'm doing okay. Ooh, you look mad. Are you sure those bruises look really painful? Yes, I'm sure. They really aren't as bad as they look. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me, hun. Really, I don't know if I could work with those bruises that big. You're a strong woman. Girl power. I can hardly feel them. Thanks, though. How did it happen? You aren't in any trouble, are you? So, there was this fight in this street alley, right? So I was walking home, right? And I was walking home and I had these groceries, man. And these guys just came out of nowhere. They started to bully me and say, "Take your money." And I'm like, "Fuck no!" And I kicked their ass. But then I tripped on the way home and got all these bruises. That's what happened. Well, I got in a car accident, or that too. Oh goodness! Now I'm scared. What? When was that? How did it happen? Well, another car hit our car. That kind of happened. I felt a little bad for worrying, but the tenderness of his eyes made me feel slightly better. It was nice to know that there were people who cared. Y'all care. I decided to explain to him what had happened, since there was a little secret to it. I was on a motorcycle with Aaron. He protected me when we got into a car crash. That's why I'm not very badly hurt. It wasn't his fault. They think the other driver was drunk. Shame. That's terrible. How's Aaron? I haven't heard anything about him recently. Well, actually, Aaron suffered a head injury. He has amnesia now. Her voice keeps changing. I'm sorry to hear that. How bad is it? Will he recover? Probably not. They think he will. Luckily, it isn't too extensive. But whatever. He doesn't remember me anymore. Please don't cry. Lauren's eyes widened slightly when I revealed the cost of Aaron's protection. Amy, I love you. It's not so bad, though. Thanks for worrying about me, Lawrence. What happened? What was that? What? I don't know what just happened there. Hey, my morale's up. It's really nice. Oh, it's really nice to see people who still care. But I've got to go start my shift. Dot, dot, dot. I'll talk to you more later. See you later, babe. During the summer, Amy works part-time in the morning and Monday to Friday, and the waitress has an ice cream parlor owned by an old friend of Gwenda's. So that's how we got the job. She gets paid only with tips. Usually around $5 each. That's so stupid. Only with tips. Huh? Each turn, we can kind of earn money depending on her mood, and she can earn more. There are great and bad days, and the general working will always lower the energy by cutting them out and more, just make a small amount. This energy can be restored in several ways. Some are drinking or eating, relaxing, or taking a nap at home, and at the end of the day, when you go to bed. There are other ways to gain both energy and morale, and also improve Amy's stats, but discovering them is part of the fun of playing this game. Now the workday will start, and you'll see the results of the first week. If the first weeks go bad, don't worry, this is normal since Amy's morale is very low because of what just happened.
Wasn't expecting this.
Oh, yep. Goodbye, my morale. Wow, only $2. I feel terrible. Oh, I wasn't really in the right mood to be kind to the customers. At noon, your regular shift is over, but you can come here again and decide to do overtime if you have enough morale and energy until evening. You can also come here at any time to perform other actions like talking to Lawrence, who works here full-time, every day until evening. Wow. Or get an ice cream for yourself. Remember, though doing overtime is very stressing action, the morale is really a bad idea. I still feel weak. I'd better get back home now. I don't think they would allow me to see Aaron yet anyway. I want to make choices. When I got home after work, I found the house empty, except for my cat Nina. Nina and I went up to my room and I turned the computer on to check email, mostly to see if there was any news from Aaron's family or the hospital. I knew that it was rather unlikely to have more whatever from them so soon, but it helped to hold on hope that there would be something new. I sat down at my desk and looked around in my inbox, getting the titles and senders of the new and unread messages. I frowned when I saw there was nothing new from Eddie or anyone else from the hospital crew. Nothing good. Too bad. Hey, no news is good news. I decided to do some new research on amnesia. It took a while before I found anything interesting, but after a bit of searching around, I found the following explanations about the basics of amnesia. Amnesia is a condition in which the memory is disturbed or lost completely. People can forget about things they did or will simply fail to remember the things they are currently doing in the near future. I kept reading, but I got confused from the more complicated medical terms. I was distracted from my reading when a small notification box saying I had a new email popped up. Ew. From Secret Admirer. Subject you. Okay. I clicked it a bit absent-mindedly since the address was unknown. What? Didn't we do that? Maybe I should open it. Maybe I shouldn't open it. It could be a virus or a spam. Nina hopped on my desk and meowed rather loudly. Well, I suppose it couldn't hurt to see what it is, right, Nina? I opened the email, eyeing the unknown address warily. The message was simple and written in plain text. Hey, Amy, I hear you're quite the poet. I'd love to read more of your work, but you don't really share it with anyone, do you? I'm a big fan and your secret admirer. As the saying goes, keep writing, girl. So creepy. Yellow. I shook my head slightly and clicked to the inbox, deciding to ignore the unusual message. I was about to check my book review blog when the computer shut down. I tried to restart it several times, but nothing happened. My computer had just break at times like this. There goes my morale. For a moment I thought it might have been a virus from the mysterious email, but then I realized that was silly. The computer wouldn't even turn on, so it was a failure was clear in the hardware. Lena, still sitting on my lap, gave me a puzzled look. Great, now I won't be able to check my email or blog from home anymore.
This must be an off day.
Oh, it's an off day. It is an off day. Ugh, my computer broke and I have to buy a new one? This is happening all at once. Why is happening? Hey, let's go to sleep now. Tomorrow I have to work. It's 5 Lawrence. What? Oh. Whoa. Slept well. I dreamed I was in a world made of ice cream. And hurry, my morning shift.